Welcome to this LinkPoint ReCAPP training video. In this video, I will demonstrate how you can use LinkPoint ReCAPP to enter your meeting notes into Salesforce in just minutes and without manual data entry. LinkPoint ReCAPP is designed to make it simple and seamless for sales reps to provide feedback from meetings with prospects and customers. At the close of a meeting, users launched the LinkPoint ReCAPP mobile app to complete a brief meeting recap. With just a few swipes, users select answers for predefined questions, and the data is synced automatically to Salesforce notes and fields on the related records. LinkPoint ReCAPP saves each sales rep time otherwise spent on data entry while ensuring the most critical meeting information is captured, ultimately helping to close more deals. LinkPoint ReCAPP is simple to use and easy to set up. Once your manager adds your information to the LinkPoint ReCAPP system, you will receive an email invitation asking you to register your account. On the ReCAPP setup screen, complete the fields for email address and password. We recommend using credentials that will be easy for you to remember, such as the username and password that you use for Salesforce. Click Submit and advance to the Salesforce configuration. Click Connect. New users will be asked to allow LinkPoint ReCAPP to access their Salesforce account. Once the connection status is marked ready, you can click My Settings to view your profile or simply close the web browser. Once you are connected, the system will send a second email prompting you to download the LinkPoint ReCAPP mobile application. It's easiest to open this email from your mobile device, so you can just tap to visit the App Store and access the software. Now let's take a brief look at the LinkPoint ReCAPP mobile application and the type of data you will be able to work with. Once you log into the application, you'll be on the My ReCAPP screen. This functions as the home screen of the application. Recaps are collections of questions and their answers regarding specific Salesforce objects. Each recap may be made up of individual meeting recaps if more than one meeting occurs related to the same Salesforce object. In this example, you can see that there are several recaps listed on the My ReCAPP screen. Some recaps have only one meeting, and some have multiple. If you tap the Meetings icon, you will see the meeting recaps that were captured from individual meetings for the same Salesforce object. Tap again to see the answers that were collected from that meeting by the sales rep. LinkPoint ReCAPP's mobile application also includes a calendar view. You can access the calendar by tapping the main navigation in the top left corner and selecting Meetings. Here you can see the individual meeting recaps that were started by the end user. They are added to the calendar based on the date and time that the meeting recap was started. Completing a recap is a question and answer experience customized around the information your company wants you to get out of meetings with your prospects and accounts. This is the information your organization believes is essential to you winning new business or renewing existing accounts. To start a meeting recap, tap the main navigation, and then tap the New Recap button. All users will be prompted with several default questions that are required in order for LinkPoint ReCAPP to sync the data to Salesforce later in the process. The first question asks the user whether the meeting took place. If the meeting did not occur, the system will not pose additional questions. The second question asks what the meeting was about. Here, we are looking to relate the specific meeting recap to a specific Salesforce record, such as an opportunity, account, or case. Scroll to review the list of available options, or use the search bar at the top of the app to locate specific records more quickly. As you work on the meeting recap, you'll answer the questions you know, and skip any you are missing information for, since you may not always learn all of the answers from a single meeting. If you skipped any questions, you will be able to resume the meeting recap at any time by selecting the meeting recap from the My ReCAPP screen or from the meeting's calendar. Select the answer or answers that best reflect your experience during the meeting and advance through the application using the Next and Previous buttons. LinkPoint ReCAPP requires an active Wi-Fi or data connection. If you lose connection while completing a meeting recap, simply return to the My ReCAPP screen. Select the recap and then the meeting recap in progress. You can also log out of the application and log back in again to resolve any other connection issues. Once a meeting recap is finished, two things happen. The first is that an email notification will be sent to the organization admin and any team admins set up in your account. The email includes the basic meeting information, as well as a list of all of the questions and the corresponding answers provided by the sales rep during the recap process. The second thing that will happen when a meeting recap is completed is the sync to Salesforce. LinkPoint ReCAPP will send the data collected within the application to the Salesforce object the user associated the question with in the beginning of the recap process. In this example, since we associated the recap with an opportunity, we are able to see the recap summary on the opportunity record. The information is captured as a task on the activity history with a completed status. Any Salesforce user with access to the opportunity will be able to click into the task and view all of the questions and their corresponding answers, as well as who completed the recap and the date that it was submitted. LinkPoint ReCAPP can also be configured to map answer selections to specific Salesforce fields. When the meeting recap is completed, LinkPoint ReCAPP will populate the related field or fields in Salesforce with the most current information. If you need additional assistance with LinkPoint ReCAPP, you can contact any member of our LinkPoint 360 support team.